A woman pours her heart and soul into the man who wields his weapon with precision to deliver her ultimate satisfaction. The reality is, a woman holds far greater passion and fire than a man. This naturally pulls her toward the man who can fulfill her completely. She doesn't just favor him, she chooses him above all others. Today, we'll dive into the one thing that makes a woman the most aroused, the most captivated, and utterly devoted. The thing that, once a man masters it, ensures she'll always pick him, never forget his gift, and never want to part from him. But first, a quick note. I'm on a mission to hit 20,000 subscribers and 100 likes. Your single click means the world to me and keeps my efforts alive. Please support me so my work doesn't go unnoticed. Share this with your partner and leave a comment, please. Alright, let's get started. There's one technique that can make a woman absolutely consumed by you. Satisfying her with your tongue. Yes, it's true. Many women crave oral pleasure before intimacy even starts. When a man skillfully uses his tongue to ignite her desire before considering penetration, she enters a state of full arousal. Her body responds in ways she can't control. She becomes wetter, more sensitive, and teeters on the edge of ecstasy. Here's why this is so powerful. Oral stimulation builds intense anticipation. It's not just about the physical touch, it's about making her feel adored, cherished, and fully recognized as a woman. Your warm breath, deliberate movements, and teasing tongue strokes send waves of pleasure through her, causing her to lose herself in the moment. By the time you bring your weapon into play, she's already primed and eager. If done right, she might reach her peak in as little as 3 minutes after penetration, sometimes even faster. That's the magic of preparing her through oral satisfaction. Here's a deeper truth. Women prioritize physical satisfaction and emotional connection over material gifts. Luxuries, dinners, or presents might make her smile, but they can't deliver the profound, body-shaking release that makes her truly devoted. The man who provides that kind of peace and pleasure becomes the one she craves endlessly and never wants to release. So, to be unforgettable, master the art of using your tongue first. Give her that satisfaction up front, and you'll become the man she can't stop thinking about. The second technique is ensuring your weapon is at its peak strength, rock hard and unwaveringly firm. Women love that powerful, solid sensation. It makes them feel fully claimed, deeply desired, and intimately connected in the moment. To reach this level of hardness, don't rush. Take time to explore her sensitive spots, her chest, hips, the curve of her waist, or the back of her neck. These areas are like secret triggers. The more attention you give them, the more her body responds, and the more you'll respond in turn. Before intimacy begins, create an atmosphere with slow, intentional touches and kisses, maintaining steady stimulation until you're at maximum hardness. This isn't just about physical readiness, it's about matching her passion with equal intensity. A half-hearted or soft approach won't let her fully relax or surrender. But when you meet her fire with unrelenting firmness, every movement feels more intense. She feels your strength, senses your desire, and lets go completely, trusting you can handle her at her most passionate. This transforms a simple encounter into something unforgettable, lingering in her mind and body long after it's over. When you consistently deliver that deep, powerful connection, she won't just want you again, she'll crave you every time. The third technique is that a woman doesn't just desire hardness, she craves endurance. She wants intimacy to last long enough for her to release multiple times, often up to 3 times in one session. This is especially true for younger women who, when they first explore intimacy, seek both intensity and duration. They don't want it to end quickly. They want an experience that builds wave after wave, making them feel more alive with each moment. A woman wants to hit her peak repeatedly in the same encounter, and this requires a man with refined timing and stamina. Without endurance, he might satisfy her once, but with true staying power, he can guide her through multiple peaks in one night, forging a connection she'll never forget. One effective method to build endurance is to briefly withdraw your weapon for a second or two during intimacy, then re-enter. This brief pause helps you last longer while giving her body a moment to reset, allowing her to build toward another intense release. Done skillfully, this can enable her to climax up to 3 times in a single session. A man who can deliver that level of pleasure is rare and extraordinarily fortunate. Why? Because a woman who experiences such satisfaction will never let him go. She'll remember not just the pleasure but the man who gave it to her, holding on to him with both her heart and desire. Here's the truth. Most men may know 1 or 2 of these techniques, but very few master all 3. That's where the real magic happens. When you're the man who combines all 3 skills into one seamless, unforgettable experience, you're not just pleasing her in the moment, you're creating something profound. When you warm her up until her body yearns for you before you've even truly started, when she melts under your touch because you've awakened every nerve, every thought, every heartbeat, you've already won half the battle before intimacy begins. This first stage isn't about rushing, it's about building anticipation. Think of it like drawing back a bowstring. Every moment you spend slowly, skillfully heightening that tension ensures the arrow hits with greater force. That's how desire works too. Most men act too quickly, but if you master this, you'll learn to hold back just enough to make her ache for what's next. Then comes the second technique, the strength and hardness she craves. This matters more than most men realize because it's not just physical, it's symbolic. Firmness embodies confidence. It silently says, I'm here, I'm ready, I want you fully. It's a language of power and security. When she feels you matching her passion with equal intensity, she trusts you to lead her through the experience, allowing her to relax into you. Without that firmness, she remains guarded, even if she enjoys the moment. But with it, when you meet her fire with equal force, she can let go completely, losing herself in you. That's when intimacy transcends physical contact, becoming a shared space where her emotions, body, and trust merge with you. Finally, the third technique, endurance. Not just lasting for the sake of it, but lasting with purpose, to take her to places she didn't know were possible. Long enough for her to release, recover, and rise again, wave after wave, until she's far beyond her usual limits, feeling like she's entered another realm. For younger women, or those new to intimacy, this blend of intensity and duration is intoxicating. They want to ride the rhythm, lose themselves in it, and feel that deep build and release multiple times. When you guide her there, not just to 1 peak but to 3 in a single encounter, you're redefining her understanding of pleasure. The key most men miss is that it's not just about lasting, it's about controlling the pace. You extend your time not just through stamina, but by knowing when to push and when to pause. A brief withdrawal, just a few seconds, lets her breathe, gather her energy, and prepare for the next wave, making multiple peaks possible. The man who can take her from craving his touch before he's begun, to feeling his strength and certainty in the moment, to experiencing wave after wave until she's left trembling, smiling, and unable to stop thinking about him. That man is unforgettable. Why? Because you're not just touching her body, you're reaching her mind, shaping how she sees you, how she remembers you, and how she compares you to every man after. Every kiss, touch, or attempt at closeness from another will be measured against you. Her body will recall what you gave her. Her heart will remember how it felt to be desired by you. And her mind will replay how effortlessly you knew what she needed without her saying a word. You've set the standard. and once it's set, it's nearly impossible to lower. She won't just want you, she'll need you, not out of desperation, but because you've unlocked a part of her she didn't know existed, an experience so powerful that living without it feels like a world without color. You'll be the reason she smiles unexpectedly during her day, recalling something you did or said. You'll be why her mind wanders at work, reliving the feeling of being close to you. You'll be why her heart races when your name appears on her phone or she hears your voice. Once you've given her this, she won't just see you as a man she's attracted to. She'll see you as her man, the one she trusts, craves, and who understands her body, emotions and desires better than anyone.